Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Balaclava TV. Yeah, man, welcome, welcome, welcome to Balaclava TV. How are you doing today? Welcome, 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 each and everyone to Balaclava TV. Yeah, man, yeah, man. Welcome, everybody in the chat this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where the viewers them there? Where the viewers them there? Yeah, man, my live, man, from Balaclava TV. Yeah, man, where the viewers them there? Up, 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 up. We live, we live, we live, we live from Balaclava TV. Where the viewers them there? Where the viewers them there? Where the viewers them there? Welcome to Balaclava TV. Yeah, man. No fair the on Balaclava chat. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Tuesday morning. Yeah, man. Soon 12 o'clock. Minutes away from midday. Minutes away from midday. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. Where the people them there? Where the people them there in the chat? Where the people them there? Where the people them there? Where the people them there in the chat? Mm. Well, people, today we come here. Today I have to look on Minister of Health, Christopher Tufton. Yeah, man. We come to talk about the Minister of Health, the M.O.H. Yes, man, the Minister of Health, so-called Dr. Christopher Tufton. Is 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 Jamaican really, really and truly? I go sit down in a Paul country. Is Jamaican willing to sit down in a Paul country, in a nanny country, in a nanny country, in a Sam Sharp country, yes, in a Sam Sharp country, in a George William Garden country, in a Bob Marley country? Is Jamaica not gonna sit down on them friggin' ass in a Bob Marley country? Yes, this is Bob Marley country. This is Bob Marley country. Is Jamaica not gonna sit down in a nanny country? Nanny country. Queen nanny country. Yes, maroon fighter. Nanny country. In a Kwashi country. A compound country. Kojo country. And I notice all of them people and name when me a call died. Died for this 141 by 51 square mile country. We are gonna just sit down so. We are gonna just sit down so and watch people like Christopher Tufton sit down for a black ass. We're black. lazy. Yes, may I have to use the word lazy. Are we going to sit down on our black, lazy, cowardice ass and let people like Christopher Tufton run mockery? Yes. Are we going to just sit down on our big black ass and make people like Christopher Tufton run mockery of, of the Jamaican people? Are we going to just sit down and allow parasite, serpent, serpent like Christopher Tufton to eat up the flesh of us Jamaican? Because when I look on people like Christopher Tufton is nothing but parasitic to the Jamaican people. And I am telling the Jamaican people that if I sound political, I am very sorry, but I supposed to sound this morning like a freedom fighter, ready, ready to revolt against people with the mind frame of a drunkard like Christopher Tufton. And I call upon the Jamaican people. I call upon the Jamaican people to rebel against Christopher Tufton. I call upon the Jamaican people. I'm not talking about no uptown people, you know. I'm not talking about no people who live up in a Jackson, and nobody will live up in a Stony Hill and Beverly Hills, because this is what you people put on us. People like Christopher Tufton, people like Christopher Tufton, to be like parasite to the Jamaican people. And this man here, we got to get rid of him. We got to get rid of Christopher Tufton. And we can't wait on a general election. We cannot wait on a general election to get rid of Christopher Tufton. We cannot wait, because maybe by 2030, half or 3/4 of this population would be extinct under Christopher Tufton. People want to tell me, say, we have we have a man in Christopher Tufton sitting at the helm, sitting at the helm of our health ministry, and cancer patient, cancer patient at the Cornwall Regional Hospital is being neglected, is being neglected by doctors. And people are telling me, say, if we sit down with Christopher Tufton as Minister of Health, people are telling me, say, Desmond Mackenzie get little pepper spray and I'm high, and Desmond Mackenzie have a jump on plane and go foreign, while good Jamaican people suffer, suffer in our public hospital under the watchmanship of Christopher Tufton. People, Christopher Tufton is running a mockery of the Jamaican people. Christopher Tufton is running a mockery of the Jamaican people. And people want to come tell we say Jamaica Hospital is in good hand. Jamaica Hospital is in good hand. That is the sentiment shared by people who call themselves well-thinking labor rights, eh? And well-thinking uptown people, eh? Share the sentiment of Jamaican hospital is in good hand. I am calling on the Jamaican people. I am calling on the Jamaican people to stop, to stop. And sometimes I think that the people them will support these men, these men. And I am speaking to the people them who call themselves labor rights. I am speaking of the people them who call themselves labor right. I am wondering if you people is living in a Jamaica today. I am wondering if you people is living in a Jamaica today. Because if you can tell me, say, Christopher Tufton should be and still is to be at the helm of the Ministry of Health, I want to ask you if you have visited any hospital in Jamaica recently. Do you have a family? Do you have a family that have any injury, any form of disease, any form of ailment, and have to visit any hospital in this country? I want you to tell me about the treatment that them receive under the watchful eyes of Christopher Tufton. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me. Christopher Tufton is nothing but a demon. Christopher Tufton is one of the demons of the Jamaica Labour Party. Christopher Tufton is one of the demons from the Jamaica Labour Party who call themselves labor right. And I don't come here today on my platform to cuss any labor right. But Sometimes I have to ask you who call yourself laborite, is being a laborite is patriotic? That is the question I am asking enough laborite today. If you call yourself laborite and seeing the modus operandi of this administration, this government, are you patriotic? Are you patriotic? That I am asking you. Are you patriotic being a laborite? Is you a patriotic Jamaican being a laborite? I am asking you. I am asking you that being a laborite. Ask your conscience. Ask your conscience. Speak to your conscience. Or let your conscience speak to you. If being a laborite is being patriotic to this country after seeing, after seeing, after seeing the mass, the mass destruction of Christopher Tufton to our health sector, and people are come tell me say people can get medication at at um drug serve. Ha 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 ha. If people of Jamaica is using the National Health Fund, if people of Jamaica today is using the National Health Fund to give Christopher Tufton a passing grade, people, you are on the wrong track. You are on the wrong track. If people of Jamaica is telling us that Christopher Tufton is doing well because them can go to drug serve and get their medication, you are on the wrong track. You are on the wrong track because you got to to study the history of the National Health Fund, the NHF. You got to study and know the historical fact about the National Health Fund. When the National Health Fund was found, when the National Health Fund was found under the watchful eye of PJ Patterson, where was labor right? Where was labor right? Labor right could not be found or found. There were no existence of labor right when PJ Patterson founded the National Health Fund. The National Health Fund is not supported by government fund. The National Health Fund is not supported by government. The National Health Fund is some sort like the NHS, Did you know that the National Health Fund is like the NHS? So when you hear Christopher Tufton come and I tell the whole heap of lie, I tell the whole heap of lie about the GLP doing well, because look at the National Health Fund. That is a lie from the pit of hell. When labor right, yes, when labor right came into power, when labor right came into power, and I'm going to give you a slight history of labor right and the National Health Fund. When the JLP came into power under the leadership of Bruce Golding, yes, when labor right win the election, when labor right win the election under Bruce Golding, and the labor right them come and see the amount of money the NHF, when labor right come into office under Bruce Golding in 2006, and them see the amount of money in the NHF, them couldn't believe them high. People of Jamaica believe it when I say it's something we know about. When the labor right them come in a power under Bruce Golding in a 2006, when Bruce Golding defeat Portia Simpson Miller at the poll, yes, that is one of the legitimate election run where the GLP win after Edward Seaga win the 1980 election. Bruce Golding win a legitimate election. And I must say, big up to Bruce Golding, respect Joe. Cause you know, you're not thieving thing. You not thief no election, Bruce Golding. You never thief no election. Every election win after that is thieving election. Every election where the Jamaica Labour Party have won, every election where the Jamaica Labour Party have won after Bruce Golding defeat Portia Simpson Miller, a thief in election. Yes, thief in election. I'm not obsessed. So when the labor right them come in a power under Bruce Golding and them see the amount of money in the National Health Fund, NHF, them head swell big like them see dopey. Them head swell big, cause them never know say NHF did have so much money. Because enough people don't know what is the NHF, you know. So we don't know if we take no argument from Christopton. Christopton got the NHF for rob it. If we don't understand the two money call them in the country, the two money call them. Christopton set himself for one, which is the NHF, and Andrew only set himself at the next one, which is the NHT, the two biggest money call in the country. NHF and NHT is the two biggest money call in the country because at this so the money come in. No, no. People must understand how the NHF is funded, not by government. The NHF is the entity that's supposed to take care of all the hospital in Jamaica. Did you know that? The National Health Fund supposed to take care of all hospital in Jamaica. The National Health Fund is one of the richest government entity. The National Health Fund a for the money take care of public hospital, Cornwall Regional Hospital. It take care partly, partially of University Hospital and all of the hospital. Any equipment, any and every equipment where the National Health Fund forget, it come from you, the public. You, the public. And let I explain. To all the youth them, may I take it down. You see places, entity, company like Burger King, Kentucky, all of them places they will sell fry. I may I teach you now. When you say all of them places there, them fast food place there, where you run go and buy pizza, fried chicken, including Kentucky and all of them have to pay the NHF a bag of money. Them have to pay the NHF one bag of money. You see when time the material come down, when for the material come down from whatever the ship or the plane, them have to pay the tax, the imported tax that go to the NHF. You see when you go to all of the fast food them, all of the fast food place them, whether it be Kentucky or Burger King, all of the place them will sell fry. And you pay the the tax, the tax for all of them fry there, it go to the NHF. because when uno eat them whole heap of Kentucky there, all the man them where me see come and I say boy, the way of Kentucky nice, them want some to put under them bed and them want some Kentucky fried chicken to store up under them bed. The NHF sees it fit to collect the tax that them can buy equipment for the hospital because them know so when you jam up the whole heap of KFC and the whole heap of Burger King, you not go take sick. You not go take sick. So the National Health Fund collect them money there. Half of them entity there, Burger King and all of them place they will sell the food where where give the blood pressure, give the strokes, give the hypertension, give the diabetes. The NHF collect them money there long time and survive the hospital. And the government take care of hospital. No, no, for the man them and the people them will go dance every night. For the man them will love drink up the champagne them and the rum and boom. It is the NHF. If you feel say a Chris Tufton and him wicked party set up the the Roman boom ward at the Kingston Hospital when people drink the Roman boom and I drop down. No, no, no. And a Christopher them do it. It's the work of the National Health Fund. The work of the National Health Fund. Here how it go. Listen how it go. You see when time Rhea Neville or Rhea and him Neville, D&G, all of the people them were import rum or them import them things where them use and make rum and make the liquor. All of the company them were import things for make them Guinness, for make them Dragon, for make them Red Stripe beer, for make them all type of liquor, all them where I make boom too, cause it's energy drink. Did you know that the NHF make a whole heap of money off of them because when the material come on the ship, me I go explain to you how the NHF become a cash cow. You see when all of them company there, where make the liquor them and the rum them, where a poison the people them in a dance and party. The NHF, not the government, the National Health Fund, the NHF. Me not talk about GLP and PMP, me dey talk about the National Health Fund. So people who don't mix up the National Health Fund with GLP are two different entities. So when Ray and him nephew them, when Ray and him nephew them are Guinness, are Heineken, are any of them, import them and it come on the wharf, them have to pay tax when it a come off of the wharf. Yes, them have to pay tax. But hear this again. Hear this again. You see when them pay the tax upon the material, when them cat at them place and make the rum or the Guinness or the red stripe beer or whatever, the pies they make, when it go to the distributor, the distributor, cause each big company have them distributor, where them send them produce. Yes, the big warehouse them where people can go and go buy 200 case, 300 case of any liquor, the distributor. The distributor again, NHF, NHF, collect a tax again. NHF collect a tax again. You see when time the distributor sell the wholesale, the wholesale, when the wholesale sell it again to the liquor man, where have the bar or the liquor man where I keep the dance, them have to pay a tax again. And the NHF collect the money there again. So when time it come on to liquor and KFC and them thing there, especially liquor, it is a threefold collecting of tax. A threefold. So it's like them would have collect. Listen, I can't talk exactly, but me just a go no a example. When it come at the wharf, them pay 10 billion to take off the material, can't go them factory for make where them a make. Then when them done make where them a make, them send it to the distributor and NHF make a little 3 billion and then them send it to the wholesaler and NHF make a little 1 billion. So if so the NHF make them money, the NHF rich, rotten rich. So that's why Christopher Tufton go in a Ministry of Health, because the National Health Fund is a money cow. So when down the NHF, so when we are ball, uno notice say, when the PMP government did in, people never used to a ball so about hospital. When PMP did in a power, the health sector was magnificent. And the Jamaica Labour Party come. And you know what them do? You know what the Jamaica Labour Party do? Campaign for free health. Free health. And that the Jamaica Labour Party do. Campaign for free health system. While the PMP did in a power coming up to the early 2000. Did you know so when you go to most of the hospital them, you did have to pay a little thing, whether you pay $200 like Kingston Public Hospital, when you go in there and emergency, you pay $200. So the $200 wasn't a deterrent. All right, all right. For a good example, you see the same system where upper university hospital, yes, yes, the same system where them have upper university hospital now. Cause everybody knows say university hospital, your dollars are strong. But you see when time you come in, especially emergency, them have to look for you because there is a MOU between the government and university hospital. So university hospital would have be something like public private partnership. Kingston Public Hospital was something like that. And the Jamaica Labour Party, after after Edward Seaga relinquished the leadership, the Jamaica Labour Party under Bruce Golding campaign for a free health system because them want to hijack the National Health Fund. When PJ Patterson, when PJ Patterson, when PJ Patterson was Prime Minister, when you go into the Kingston Public Hospital, it would have cost you something like $200. I said that earlier. But it is not compulsory because people, now listen this. Listen this. After Portia Simpson win, take back the government in 2011, she couldn't reverse it yet because the labor right them and certain PSOJ, the people them were start invest now in a hospital thing. It would be problem. But I tell you, say, when you used to go to Kingston Public Hospital of 2002, 2003, under the PMP, people, from you reach at the gate, the porter them are run beside the taxi. The porter them, yes, the porter them, yes, people, the porter them, where you see, I take all the people them out of the vehicle them and I put them in a wheelchair. Them they outside long time out of the gate. And as the taxi them come in, so them a run beside the taxi. And as you quint, stretcher reach outside long time, stretcher. And people, the doctor outside long time, doctor outside with them stethoscope. Putting on your chest and them start questioning you before you even go through the door. When it was $200, $200. People never business about the $200, but the healthcare was so magnificent. Under the GLP campaign for free health system, and look what free health system do. The GLP them start hijack the NHF because under Portia Simpson, and I'm not telling a lie. I am not telling a lie. So people not coming on my chat and tell me about. I telling you say Bruce Golden campaign, and after Portia Simpson win in 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 2010, she couldn't change it yet. But under the GLP, after Bruce Golden win the election, the GLP did campaign for free health system, free health care. And that's why the hospital is like this today, whereby people like Chris Tufton, the NHF money go to his ministry now. Them a hijack, same way like how Andrew Holness hijack the NHF and start putting name on the house them. That is the same way how Christopherton hijack the health sector. It is the same way Christopherton hijack the health sector. Same way. Exactly the same way. One time when you go in a Kingston Public Hospital under the People's National Party, when PJ Patterson turn over the government to Portia, me not talk after Bruce Golden win, me talk when Portia Simpson get hit. Remember, so Portia Simpson did lose the election after Hurricane Ivan. You remember? You don't remember? Portia got called the election after Hurricane Ivan. The biggest mistake she ever make. Call an election after Hurricane Ivan. And she lose it. People did not tell her, I said, don't call the election, Portia, don't call the election. And Portia still called the election. And Bruce Golden kick her foot left, right, and center. But before Bruce Golden kick with Portia Simpson foot in the election, going back in the PMP history and the PJ Patterson going back, the Kingston Public Hospital was the hospital. People, somebody just tell me in the chat. You say Bustamante Hospital, Lord God, under the People's National Party before 2006. under the People's National Party before 2006. I don't want to come here. I want to tell me, say, me I spread propaganda. I don't want to come here. I want to say, I am spreading propaganda. But people, Balaclava chatting. Wanna listen this? Listen this. I beg on no. I beg on no. I beg on no. I beg on no. If I 10 on in the chat, if I 10 on in the chat, I want it. I want at least 10 like. I want at least 10 like. People, when the People's National Party, I see it, people are saying about the PMP. People are saying about the PMP. So where do you want me do? Telling a fucking lie? Where do you want me do? Come on YouTube and telling a lie. I can't do it. Me not do it. I am not doing it. I am not coming on YouTube and dispense a lie. People of Jamaica, when the People's National Party was in government under PJ Patterson, and I am not a Patterson PMP. I am not a Patterson PMP. I am a comrade. I am not a Patterson PMP, but I have to talk the truth. Under PJ Patterson, did you know that the Bustamante Hospital for Children was the best hospital for children in the whole Caribbean? Did you know that you did have people where come from all over the Caribbean? We send them picnic. People send them picnic from the Bahamas. People send them picnic from Barbados. People send them picnic from St. Lucia. People send them picnic from all over the Caribbean. Come a Bustamante Hospital because Bustamante Hospital was the pearl when it come on to children care. If you don't believe me, go to Google. If you don't believe me, go to Google. Cause enough people don't believe you unless them see it on Google. But Bustamante Hospital for Children was the best hospital in the whole Caribbean. The best hospital. People from all over the Caribbean used to send them picnic when them picnic take sick. Right you know, right you know, right you know. People wouldn't even send them puppy dog go to Bustamante Hospital. If them do it them fret, Jamaican people them think twice to carry even them puppy dog to Bustamante Hospital. Me dey tell you the truth. Bustamante Hospital is like a death trap now for children. Me not spread no rumor under the watchful eye of Chris Tufton. The first thing them do, I can't talk and don't big up Shaggy. I can't talk and don't big up Mr. Burrell. Shaggy. Yes, international artist Shaggy. People of Jamaica, people of Jamaica, during the early 2000s, me not talk when the GLP did in the wilderness, you know. Me a talk when PMP was government. Shaggy, international artist Shaggy sees it fit to bring his friend, his musician friend, an artist from all over the world to raise funds to put the best of equipment in the Bustamante Hospital for children. And Shaggy bring people, the amount of international acclaimed artists Shaggy bring in a Jamaica and them do them thing and them they make millions to buy equipment for the Bustamante Hospital. But people, uno believe it. When Christopher Tufton take over the hospital, my people, under the watchful eye of bro God as leader, Lord Jesus Christ, the first thing them do is spread rumor pan Shaggy. Them spread rumor pan Shaggy. Say Shaggy steal the money where him make for the children. Oh, what a wicked serpent them. The same Christoph Tande, because them want to take over the money in the hospital, them spread a lie pan Shaggy. Them drag Shaggy name in the mud. And may I tell you, the type person that Shaggy is, the type person that Shaggy is, Shaggy clear him name. And today, Shaggy wipe him and clean and say, him no in a not more. Him no in a not more where Bustamante Hospital is concerned. As long as people like Christopher Tufton is in charge of the Ministry of Health, people, do I plead my cause? Do I plead my cause? Are you willing to go any further with Christopher Tufton. Are you willing to go any further with Christopher Tufton? Christopher Tufton is running a mockery of the Jamaican health sector. Why this man you always bring the health sector in disrepute? This man you don't know nothing but being a doctor. What is the day-to-day way our doctor should operate? This man you don't know nothing about that. All this man you do, all this man in Christopton do is just pure, what them call it, procrastinating. That's all Christopher Tufton do. Christopher Tufton just walk around and do pure PR stunt. You don't hear the latest PR stunt what Christopher Tufton a do. Good people of Jamaica. You don't hear what Chris Tufton a do. Chris Tufton leave the work. Christopher Tufton leave the work of the Ministry of Health. What did I hear? Christopher Tufton leave the work of the Ministry of Health. Christopher Tufton pick up blogging. Christopher Tufton pick up blogging. What did I hear? Chris Tufton, yes. Chris Tufton turn blogger now. People of Jamaica, Chris Tufton right now, the people, Chris Tufton now, my people, you not gonna believe it, say, under the watchful eye of a Chris Tufton, we now see a minister of health sees it fit to left Christopher Tufton, sees it fit Christopher Tufton, sees it fit to talk about masturbation. Christopher Tufton,
It saved you from verbal, physical abuse. Like what? Oh yes, I have many. All right, Tufton, your Minister of Health and Wellness, back in the street, this time in Ochorio Square, right under the clock.
Christopher Tufton, the out in a Ochorio Square. And you know where Andrew Holness, Andrew Holness ask people about job description. Andrew Holness say he want pay people off a job description. No, Andrew Holness job. Listen to Andrew Holness job. Andrew Holness job is to go around. Andrew Holness job is to go around, find out which and which people them live on capture land and go for bulldozer and bulldozer it down. That is Andrew Holness job description. Broke it down, broke it down. Andrew this job description is Mr. Broke it down. Him just go around and him say, okay, these people are not paying taxes for these land and I got to get a bulldozer and bulldozer it down. That is Andrew job description. Tufton now, Tufton job is to go around and ask people what them think about back in them face. But people, I go and make on hear where Tufton I use taxpayer money. Taxpayer good money. And a parade I do. I want Andrew Holness to tell me Christopher Tufton job description. I want Andrew Holness to tell
And guess what? We're talking about self-pleasure. They call it masturbation in clinical terms. How many Jamaicans are engaged in self-pleasure? Is it healthy? You know, studies are saying that people are having sex for various reasons and that they are resorting to other methods of satisfying their sexual desires. Now, the question is it a growing trend in Jamaica? Has it always been? Why? And importantly, as Minister of Health and Wellness, is it healthy? Take a look. I'm going to leave some information at the end of this clip. I understand. My name is Tufton. What's your name? My name is Mr. Raymond James.
My name is Marshall. It's Marcia Stewart. My name is Simone Nugent. I'm Debbie Watson. My name is Jackie.
I'm Megan Williams. Studies show that people are having less sex. And I'm more involved in self-pleasure. They them think for themselves. What do you think about Jamaicans about this self-pleasure? Some man can't get woman overall, George. Some man have a bad head, she said. What the ratio of birth and birthing, childbirth is at now. I want to put it at that in that way. Some of these people, they don't really want a relationship, so they don't even find other ways in that play, suiting the pleasure themselves.
That is true, cause man nowadays they are so wicked too, man.
What is wicked?
Wicked.
What do you think? What do you think? You don't know about that. That's not what you say about that? That is. No, sir. Why you trying to push him on the man? Me satisfy me when me get one. Me, we know you have one of them, you know, me satisfy.
That's the truth. Me have a boyfriend and in bed the third of this month. It's a good thing me have one next month in space.
You have an explanation?
Yes, not tell you true. If me never have one next month, then don't give me no money. Yes, I think so, as you need a choice of not wanting anyone. No? No?
You don't think so?
No, me have a husband.
You have a husband?
Yes, some of those people me associate with them don't have a husband, they have a boyfriend. We don't have any money in Jamaica. Yes. Man, yes. Man should really, woman, pleasure, woman take responsibility. No, we don't have use man anymore.
Well, assuming you're not too sure about that.
That's correct. That is actually a fact that is happening, and I would encourage other Jamaican females to join the band. Yes. It doesn't talk and it does the job correctly. 100%.
So, like,
Yes, I have many. Others. Yes, I'm Mr. Patel.
Bible control that, man. Bible no put that too bad.
Yes, it's okay.
Well, you see, I'm enough man from God jail, you know. Shit about the man. Some man can't control themselves, they back their fists. Oh, there's a pull up, yeah.
Of course, them and them need to try want a rose and I buy myself a rose. Okay. So that means it play with my okay. No more, no problem, no disease, none of yes, but yeah, man, you don't think it's not good.
It's not good.
No.
Why you say that?
The Bible said that?
Oh, the Bible said that?
Yeah.
No, not really. Why you say that? Because I'm male and female together.
Of course, no,
If we're healthy, why you say that? No, you're healthy, can't be healthy. No, can't be healthy. You can't be healthy. Right. Why you think about the health effects?
alright, you clean it properly. Once it's cleansed properly, you're good.
Yeah, so what do you think it does for you? De-stress you.
It de-stresses you, it does take away your mind from the physical, like how you're touching me, you know. Right, it does tend to do that. But on a broader scale, it works wonders when it comes to a female man. Because remember, we think that way. A man thinks with both heads. Put it that way. Yeah.
Why is it?
Alright, when I read, they say more sex.
It's more better for our body. So we don't say the people who pleasure themselves. Find a life and get some child, boys. Get some child. Get some final get some children.
People, when enough people not understand, you know, you see Tufton acting a way where he's so disrespectful to the Jamaican people because as a minister of health, I dey ask you, do you feel that a responsibility of a minister of health? Why should Chris Tufton be the person who goes around in the street, in the city, with a microphone in his hand And I ask people question about jerking off. And I ask women if them feel if them feel pleasure, if them feel pleasure in fingering themselves. This is utterance, a slap, a slap in the Jamaican people face. Why the Jamaican people should have a person in Christopher Tufton paying almost, well, Christopher Tufton is carrying home $24 million a year in tax. And this is what Christopher Tufton is giving back to the Jamaican people them in time like now when baby now born, and this is what Christopher Tufton feel like him shoulda go out on the road, go explore masturbation, masturbation. To me, I feel so Christopher Tufton is a pervert. We have in Christopher Tufton a pervert. And nobody can't tell me nothing. Christopher Tufton is a pervert. Because Christopher Tufton want to know how man please themselves. And how woman please themselves. It's pervert behavior that. Might as well Christopher Tufton did just go to the square and back him own fist. Cause that Christopher Tufton I do back in his fist. Christopher Tufton is back in his fist on the Jamaican people. Who don't say that a go on? Christopher Tufton are back in fist, right in the face of the Jamaican people. Who don't say that? Him a do. We are a set of confused individual. We are a set of confused individual. Christopher Tufton is so confused.
In the streets, I ask people about who back them fists. Who back them fists? Who play up in them hole?
And that's the
Who
boy
jerk off? Who is feeling up on themselves till sitting come out tight?
That the boy
Who is masturbating?
That the boy
And how them feel about masturbation?
The boy out
You know, at first when I saw it, I had to laugh. And I was laughing because I said to myself,
a laughing stock the boy take Jamaican people for a mockery. Christopher Tufton is running a mockery of the Jamaican people. And how long we are going to sit down and make people like Christopher Tufton, make people like Christopher Tufton mock and jeer. You see, when enough people not understand. You see, long time ago in slavery, you see when the slave master them walk the people them, yes, When the slave master them walk the people them and when time them see evening come, when the people them have left off of the sugarcane plantation and the people them have left off of the cotton plantation them whatsoever, and them realize the people them supposed to go rest their next day's work. You know what the planter them used to do? Go around and ask the big man them, oh you so tall, oh your hand so big, oh your mouth so long, oh you so blacker than all of the black people them. Them start run a mockery until the next work day. Them start ask the woman them if them get sex last night. That's what the slave owner them used to do. Ask the woman them if them have no man. I come visit them in a them little hut where them there. And them thing that the slave master them used to do. And that Christopher Tufton I don't know. Christopher Tufton sees it fit for Mac we know. You see through him a robbery and we just stand up so like some sitting ducks. Yes. We sit down like some sitting ducks with effigy like Christopher Tufton and Macquay. Boy, oh boy, what have we become in Jamaica?
One trucker pulling behind me and disturb my peace. But me I laugh because I said to myself, say, it's 2026, right?
Yeah.
We're in the latter part of 2026, heading into 2027. Seeing? We're in modern times. I thought people in Jamaica got past that already. Every human being back them fist. I don't give a damn what them want to tell you. Say. So you reach a certain age in life where you remember when you started to spend a lot of time in the bathroom and your mom was like, Jason, come out of the bathroom. How long you in there? Because you did just realize one day while you were taking a shower and you know teenage years were approaching or you were just there, you were taking a shower and like the shower head did spray the water a little way upon the pot there and you get a rise out of it and or you were like, ooh, that feel good. Let me see me spray some more water upon it. And then ooh, and you were discovering yourself. And once you discover yourself and realize you can bring yourself pleasure, it's kind of like scratching your head. You ever scratch your head yet? And you feel good right there, so? Or something that scratch your head, so in your back, and you rub up on the walls, all I do it. Because the whole lot come from the Caribbean that's watching this. When nobody's around to scratch your back, you go rub your back on something. So rub your back on the wall or something like this, right? And then it feels so good, you just did it rub like one of the beer them out in the woods. See, you rub it like you scratch your head. You ever see them girls who scratch their head and them and it just feels so good. And the same thing. So why would we need a highly qualified individual, a highly educated individual, a sophisticated individual, a part of the upper echelon of society?
A pussy all that. Christopher Tufton a dark shit, which upper echelon. A thief that, thief that bumbo all there, thief, robber.
Go pick up phone, camera, mic, and is out in the streets asking the common man. And as a matter of fact, most of the people that Dr. Christopher Tufton was talking to, relating to on this level with this type of topic, it's kind of like an insult because he never go uptown, which part
more than likely highly educated individuals are. He did not go into a suit and tie environment to go ask them, how do you feel about masturbation? Because that is a
The pussy hole should have go downtown. Make a man slap him cross him bumbo hole face. And that him should have do. Go downtown. Or even crossroad. You know see how far him go. You know see how far him go. Sentence. Sentence him go. Sentence.
stupid friggin' topic to want to discuss out in the streets publicly, especially given who you are. Let me tell you something, right? Before I go any further into this, Jamaica has a lot of problems that fall under his banner.
Yeah.
This is the Minister of Health and Wellness. This is Dr. Christopher Tufton. And just the other day, me find out say him is not a real doctor.
The pussy
right?
hole and a doctor.
He must have a doctorate, but in a something like business. Something like that I don't know, but is not a medical doctor.
The boy is not a doctor. The boy is a PR pro. The boy good pan him out. The boy good pan him out. What Christopher Tufton should have done, instead him go talk about masturbation, where him should have go and go talk about is oral sex. And that you should have go talk about. Christopher Tufton, people like man were good pan their mouth because you, Christopher Tufton, good pan your mouth. And that you should have go ask about Christopher Tufton. Man were good pan their mouth. Cause you is a PR expert. Good pan your fucking mouth. As soon as anything happen, you come. PR. 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 I just PR you use and get where all the while. PR. PR. PR is nothing but a doctor of public relation. Nothing.
And that was the reason why Dr. Dawes was the go to guy for me in the last election. Because I said it is fitting that a doctor be the person who is our head of or our Minister of Health and Wellness, especially since I'm not your average person, my friend. Before I opened my mouth to talk, I did a research, and my research was titled, What is the job characteristics of Minister of Health and Wellness?
You see, people, same thing when me I talk about, and the same thing the man I say. Andrew Holness right now, Andrew Holness is in a deliberation with the teacher them. And the way how Andrew Holness a behave is like the teacher them have to go tell him what them are gonna do to get the money where them supposed to get. So Andrew tell the teacher them say them have to put forward them job description. So that's why earlier me I try say, cause I know when me talk me not talk no foolishness. Andrew Holness suppose to come back to the Jamaican people and tell the people them say, what is the job description of Christopher Tufton? What is the job description of Babsy Holness, Babsy Grange? What is the job description of Juliet Holness? Because the only time the people them say Juliet Holness is when um Parliament. We need to know and you need to tell the people what is the job description of the Prime Minister, because the Holness bring the office of the Prime Minister in disrepute. Andrew Holness is not acting like a Prime Minister. Andrew Holness is acting like a disruptor, a prime disruptor. like a crime minister. He's not a prime, he's crime minister, a damn criminal. We need to know the job description of Andrew Michael Holness. We need to know the job description of Dr. Christopher Tufton. Remove the doctor from on a friggin' name. Remove the doctor all I know. Just etch and doctor upon the name like you know want fool with. Remove the doctor from on the name. All I know we are trying fool with. Catch and doctor upon the name. You can't fool with. You just catch and doctor upon the name. Like you take with a nincompoop. You get on a little doctorate. Someone you get on a doctorate for clean our dark teeth. No fun to get on a doctorate. Some very fictitious way and come here and try trick you about doctor. That's all you do. That's all you do.
In Jamaica. That means, me want a list of every single thing that he is supposed to do in that position of power or that powerful position. When I saw all the things that he is supposed to do, I said, nobody does this better than a doctor. Not somebody who has a degree in business or a construction worker or anything else. A doctor. It was fitting for a doctor. That's when I realized whole heap of Jamaican people don't have no rotted sense. They are super ignorant and they are happy in their ignorance. But not only are they happy in their ignorance, they are so gung-ho, loyal to a political party, that if you are of the opposite or if they see you as the opposite of their political party, then nothing that you say will ever make sense to them. Even if you are the most sensible person in the world or you are bringing across the most sensible recommendations in the world. All of a sudden, me a JLP, you are talking about Dr. Dawes because of him a run. No, that can't work. You're a big idiot. Nothing no say that somebody else can hold the same position there. Remember saying no, them never gonna do no research to figure out what are the day-to-day in and out responsibilities of Minister of Health and Wellness, Them just give to Tufton because Tufton said JLP and him and Andrew Roll and JLP them said too. That is one of the biggest downfalls.
No. Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton is not good friend in the party. The two of them aspire leadership. You see, Christopher Tufton, many years ago, people would have seen Christopher Tufton as the successor for the leadership of the party. And there was an agreement strike that Christopher Tufton must be in a position that he could be the next guy to run the party. So the agreement was it that Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton supposed to control the two cash cow. The two cash cow. Andrew Holness control the National Housing Trust because him interested in a home construction, him and his wife. That is where them really want going on. So him control the NHF. So them hijack the NHF. Christopher Tufton now have interest in a certain private hospital. Now I go call the name. Some people say is a company when they CariMed. CariMed. Them say Christopher Tufton is the owner of CariMed. So them say. So Christopher Tufton hijack the NHF. So the two of them is the two cash cow. The two of them hijack the two cash cow of the government. Eh? NHF is controlled by Chris Tufton. NHF is the people them are control like the hospital them. NHT control the housing. So when NHF send the money go to the hospital them, it have to go through Christopher Tufton ministry and them hijack it. And that's why Cornwall Regional Hospital can't done. And that's why no bed and thing no in the hospital them. Cause Christopher Tufton a thief the money. Hijack. Hijack them and hijack. Jamaica future. Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton a hijack Jamaica future. Them a hijacker. Christopher Tufton and Andrew Holness are two hijacker them. A pure hijacking them going with. Pure hijacker. That's all them do. Hijacking.
In Jamaica, that is self-curated because it's Jamaican people doing it to ourselves. Now, back to the topic. Dr. Christopher Tufton out in the streets talk to people about backfists and who are play up in them hole or who are self-pleasuring or pleasuring themselves.
The boy where I say boy, yeah. So you see him, you see a madman that. Christopher Tufton line up the boy there. Christopher Tufton line up. No good young boy now come on camera and talk about backing meter. Christopher Tufton don't even know the new chat. Backfist out of fashion. Christopher Tufton backfist out of fashion. People not talk about backfist again. You way back. When a youth talk about backing fist now, him talk about Miss Palmer, Annie Palmer, and her 5 picnic them. That is how we describe backfist. Annie Palmer, when gyal tell boy things, him say, yo, go deal with Annie Palmer, my youth. Go deal with Annie Palmer and her 5 picnic. Hey boy, go back your meter. When we look on a boy and I say him a masturbate, we look on him and say, boy, appear back your meter. Backfisting a long time chat. So Chris Tufton, you line up your madman for do blag. You You bring your people them and line them up. You believe say we know you. We know you. We know you. Christopher, we know you. We know you. We know you. We know you, Christopher. We know you.
What a friggin' topic, though, for somebody like him. Do you know? Let me give you some of the things that Jamaica is facing that are right up in his alley.
Yeah.
From top.
Yeah.
Jamaica's healthcare system actually faces severe challenges that are driven by things like a severe staff shortage.
Yeah.
Now, the severe staff shortage, aging and damaged infrastructures,
yeah,
and high burden of chronic diseases.
Yeah.
It is said that around 80% of Jamaican citizens rely heavily on underfunded public hospitals and clinics that struggle with long wait times, resources are limited, and the patient backlog is crazy. The staff shortages due to brain drain. Brain drain due to the nurses leave, the doctors leave, many trained doctors and nurses flee the island, leave Jamaica for better pay in North America and Europe, and that has a lot to do with Dr. Christopher Tufton them not paying these people what they are worth or not making their work environment more pleasing, more friendlier kind of thing. So the people them frustrated, they get burnt out. Remaining local healthcare workers who are left there to burden everything under the shortage, they get burnt out. They face heavy patient loads and they are human. So they face also low pay and
people. These are the things where I tell you. Christopher Tufton supposed to look at. People are go to hospital, you know, say, I sip on TV just a night ago. Some cancer patient I get turned away down a Cornwall Regional Hospital. Doctor turned them away and I tell them say no doctor is available for take care of them. And then we have all dark shit like Christopher Tufton. I come on TV like vlogger, come on YouTube like vlogger. I talk about back meter. I talk about Annie Palmer and her five pick them. I talk about woman I finger themselves. Woman about them a buy dildo. Eh? It seems like Christopher Tufton is about to open up a dildo shop. Anybody in the chat can tell me if they know Christopher Tufton is the owner of a dildo shop. Cause the man come on go on like him a advertise self-pleasure um equipment and man. I want to Christopher Tufton, man. Virgin. I choose some man no, you know. I because some man no. I keep on I tell Christopher Tufton, you know. Hey boy, Christopher Tufton, you see, you mash up all of the hospital them round town. I tell you, you know. I tell you, you know. You feel say you go mash up Kingston Public Hospital and can't come stand up on a platform at town, eh? And chat off your blood clot mouth. Mash up Kingston Public Hospital and you see here. Mash up Kingston Public Hospital and see if the goalas them downtown and near you. Mash up Kingston Public Hospital. That's when time the goalas them put all them soldier them pan handcart and bring them up in the the KPH. Them shatter them drop out here. I the warn you. I the warn you boy Christopher Tufton. You mash up Cornwall, you mash up all of the hospital them, and you come out, you want to mash up Kingston Public Hospital. Try it and you see. Try it and you see.
Emotional fatigue. And then we have to deal with stuff like the specialist gaps, right? Public facilities often lack an adequate number of medical specialists. That is why the other day you heard put out that they are begging those overseas to come back home and be a part of something greater than themselves, and you can look forward to coming home and eating organic food and this, that, and the other. And he's going to do so much to help. Maybe them can help with moving some people back home. Maybe them can help with all these other kind of things. Dr. Christopher Tufton. The list goes on. The rise in public health burdens, chronic illness, non-communicable diseases like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease. Those account for a vast majority of deaths and require lifelong care. Then you have financial barriers like high private insurance premiums that prevent most citizens in Jamaica from using private care, forcing a heavy reliance on strained public sector. Then you have to
People, I tell Mark Golden, you know. I tell Mark Golden, say. I tell Mark Golden, say. You cannot, you cannot, you cannot run on the policies if you want what we call a seismic change in Jamaica, a change where rock Jamaica like a earthquake. You have to come with something different. I'm tell the PMP, me tell the PMP, I tell the PMP say, be brave. You can't want to rescue Jamaica and I try come with the same policy where Andrew Holness keep on uh, duplicate your policy, the PMP policy, each time them retain power. That's why I tell Mark Golden, say, be brave. Be brave, Mark Golden. You have to be brave. You can't shake it. One of the bravery where Mark Golden have to take is talk to the Jamaican people face to face. Talk to the Jamaican people them face to face. Jamaica cannot afford a total free healthcare system going forward. Mark Golden, you have to be brave. Jamaica cannot afford a free health system going forward. The public have to give back something to public health. I feel say if the PMP, I feel say if the PMP campaign and a policy of even telling the Jamaican people them say People, when you are coming to the public hospital, come with at least $300. Come with at least $300. Come with at least $300. Because Mark Golden, you have to understand, the way all the public hospital them stay now, both clinic and hospital. If you not run no money, dog name your supper. Mark Golden, did you know that? Even when you go to the hospital or the clinic, if you not have contacts or if you not run a money, dog name your supper. But if you have a system like where the PMP used to have under PJ Patterson, whereby each time you go to the hospital or you go to any public place, if you go to the clinic, you walk with at least $100 for register for the morning. You walk with at least $100 and entering. And you get all the necessary care in your want. You get when the government are run off a free health care, you go to the clinic, you can't get no bench for sit down pan, you can't get nothing. But 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 if you each time when you go to the clinic and you them know say you pay your two bills, yes you pay your two bills, no care how poor you is. Everybody can find two bills. You can't tell me say people can't find two bills. Don't care how poor you is. And the next thing now, you must put in say, no care if the person don't have the money. Them have to take care of. You have to take care of them. You have to take care of them. So not because you know the three bills or the five bills when you go KPH, them are gonna turn you back. No, them are gonna treat you with the same dignity and them are gonna take your address and your phone number, somebody where them can call and say Mr. Isaac is at the hospital and whenever you have time to compare is billed for 300 or 500, you can come and do it. We look after him same way. We look after him same way. But going forward, people can't expect say healthcare I go be 100% free. And at that me would I like Mark Golden for campaign pan. I would like Mark Golden to sit down and deal with him party and make him party can put together and campaign on a policy that every human being going to a public hospital would have to register and pay at least $300 to $500 an admission. And change, change what go on in a Jamaica, change what go on, change what go on in a this country. and make healthcare be with more integrity and make we get rid of them demon, yeah, demon like Tufton. We get rid of him. Demonic, demon, demon.